起きてください。ねえ、起きてってば。おはよう。
What the fuck?
Happy Valentine's Day, viewer! To commemorate the holiday, I'll be talking about the single men from across the Pacific.
Oh, wait!
You might say,
CJ, this isn't video games or memes.
and you'd be right, this isn't. But it's weeboo stuff. and that's close enough. Let's talk Japan, specifically to consumers of these products in Japan. This is Azuma Hikari. She's like Siri, except she's an anime girl in a coffee machine. Except unlike Siri, Hikari isn't meant to be an underqualified assistant, she's meant to be a virtual wife. Oh look, she even has a ring. She greets the user, gives the weather, and sends reassuring messages when prompted. Like a gold digger girlfriend, except she doesn't lie. The primary demographic for this product is single working men in Japan. A demographic that exists due to a variety of reasons, but especially because of Japan's work culture. In Japan, salaryman is a term used for white-collar workers. Many salarymen must devote their entire lives to the companies they are under, awake or asleep. Sleeping on the job is not only acceptable, but sometimes even encouraged. The Japanese term for this is inemuri. A salaryman that overworks to the point of collapsing from exhaustion is considered a diligent salaryman, fit for keeping his job. But repeating unpaid overtime every day puts a lot of stress on a person, and can lead to death. In fact, the Japanese have a word for death due to overwork: karoshi. The Japanese government legally defines a death as karoshi if someone worked for at least 100 hours of overtime the month before death, or 160 hours between 2 consecutive months before death. 1,456 of deaths in Japan in 2015 were reportedly karoshi. Unpaid overtime has always been an issue in Japan since the 60s, but it worked. The loyal salaryman was the foundation of Japan's growth until that growth collapsed in the 90s, after which the unwavering salaryman became society's roadblock instead of a pillar. After the economic depression of the mid-2000s, Japanese companies began to hire more part-time employees who do not receive the benefits of their full-time peers. This leaves companies little incentive to keep their full-time employees unless they accept overtime in order to compensate for their benefits. Thus, the salaryman not only has to devote his life to the company out of traditional obligations, but also out of fear from losing his job. When the salaryman does have time outside of work, he is encouraged to socialize with other employees, including dining, karaoke, and drinking, ensuring that even his free time is tied to his career. Meaning the salaryman isn't given time to date. Not that he would have had an easy chance if he tried. In 2013, 45% of women between the ages 16 and 24 either disliked or despised sexual contact. The other end of the spectrum are the carnivore women, known for being more outgoing about entering a relationship. However, most Japanese men would seemingly rather not be in relationships initiated by women. They consider such relationships to be shameful. Many will also not initiate relationships themselves out of fear of rejection. So it's not surprising that a Japanese man with no personal friends or a girlfriend would be desperate for some form of human intimacy, even if it is a talking coffee machine. Japan's culture is focused on following the status quo. Outliers must conform to this. But humans can't just erase their feelings. What happens to those pent-up emotions? Among possibilities, they can become obsessions. Obsessive people in Japan are known as otaku, similar to the word nerd, except usually referring to the anime fandom, and with a more derogatory connotation. Otakus are another major demographic for products that pander to lonely people. Now, there are apps and games that are meant to give their users companionship, such as the talking coffee machine. But otakus also want products that gratify their sexual needs. Porn, sex toys, and the infamous body pillows, among other things. You know, I've always been confused about body pillows. If they're meant to relieve sexual needs, well, they're just pillows. How do you f*** a pillow? If they're meant to be companions, they don't talk, they're still just pillows. I bet I can make a killing by inventing a talking body pillow, but someone beat me to it. For fuck's sake. The Itaspo is a crowd-funded brand of body pillow with touch sensors located throughout the product. These sensors are linked to a phone app, which has different lines based on how the user interacts with the pillow. Violent actions lead to hateful remarks, while gentle actions eventually lead to the pillow simulating an orgasm. Wait, hold on. Heavy breathing, moans, and screams of sexual ecstasy. Oh my god, what is wrong with you people? Otakus are viewed with disdain in Japan, but they shouldn't be. Hating people for what they are won't change them. They'll stay the same. The negative treatment of otakus only makes more of them. The otakus become shut-ins because society views them poorly as individuals. Otakus stay shut-in because they're disdained as a demographic. The shut-in otakus purchase products that fulfill their emotional and physical needs. Companies then focus on this demographic, creating a niche that panders to these consumers. A safe zone grows for the otakus. Others may become more willing to also isolate themselves due to the growing abundance of products that cater to the otaku. Rinse and repeat. In all honesty, I'm being far more negative than I should be. People are only trying to survive their daily routines, and if these products make their days easier, then who am I to judge? Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I put a lot of heart and time into it. In fact, it was supposed to be a New Year's video, but clearly that hasn't happened, and we got a Valentine's Day video, which I'd say is fitting considering the content. Also, a major thanks to my editor James. Without him, the quality of the script would be a lot worse and a lot longer than what we have today. Credits and info will be in the description down below, and like, subscribe, and share. Please. Please, I beg of you. Please!